Guys, it's Dave here at the Humble Trekker channel. Hope you're doing well out there. Now, if you're an old hand on my channel, if you've seen a couple of my vids, you'll know that I'm a great fan of low price but good quality gear that gives the common man the good bang for the buck when he's out in the woods. And if you're new to my channel, you're very welcome. Stick around because this is going to get interesting. But today, just to prove that the Humble Trekker does have a taste for the finer things in life, this is the Galten from Karesuando Knives. $140. Stick around, we'll see if it's worth it. Karesuando Knives is a company that's based in the village of Karesuando, which is a village 250 kilometres above the polar circle in Sweden. It's actually Sweden's most northerly village or town, depending on how you want to describe a town or village. And the company itself is owned and run by the Sami people. The Sami people are the famous indigenous people that live in the very most northerly parts of Scandinavia. And for them, a knife is a vital piece of equipment. They will never go anywhere without their knife. So when I found out there was a company of Sami people producing knives, I was very, very interested to find out more about them. I was able to spend some time with the CEO of Karesuando Knives, and he explained to me the philosophy of their manufacture. They produce beautiful artisan works of art. Axes, large knives, smaller knives like this, Damascene knives. But despite the fact they're beautiful, they look like ornaments. They're actually 100% working man tools. These should be taken out every day and used. This is a knife you should EDC, you should use every day. You should not be afraid to bring it out and use it at any occasion. This is a knife that wants to be used, that deserves to be used and should be used. It's got a total length of 230 millimeters. The blade length is 100 millimeters. The spine, the stock, is 3.2 millimeters. The blade width is 25 millimeters, and it's made out of Sandvik stainless steel 12C27. The blade shape is a very slight recurve. It's a slight recurve here, it comes down to a belly, and then you see it's got a slight drop point here with a Scandinavian grind, which actually, if my eyes are correct, it's got a secondary bevel here. It comes extremely sharp from the factory. The handle is Birch with reindeer horn here and a brass bolster with finger guard. The overall comfort of this blade, as I turn it to give you a full 360 degree, the handle, you see there the pommel of the handle, beautifully shaped. And I'll just take it into my hand now and we'll discuss a little bit of the comfort. This knife is like literally, as the old saying goes, like an old pair of gloves. This is a kind of knife you just want to pick up and not let go. You just want to hold it. It's absolutely beautiful. I've got size 11, I take size 11 gloves. You can see how it fits in my hand here. Just the slightest of overhangs just to make it comfortable. If you were to stab with it, it's got the slight finger guard there to stop you riding up on it. For the nerds out there, and I'm sure you all are, that's why you're watching this video, it does have a sharpening choil here, so you've got easy access to full sharpening of the blade. And when a knife manufacturer includes that, I know they know what they're doing. So many knife manufacturers selling high price knives don't include a proper sharpening choil. And for me, that's unforgivable. This is going to be a first impressions video. I've been told by the CEO of the company, no less, that this is a working man's tool, something you should use every day. And I can't give this the full workout it deserves in this first video. I've only had this knife just over a week, and I've not been using it a lot because I want to keep it sharp, because I'm going to show you sharpening tests later. But what I'm going to do is, over the next month or 60 days or 90 days, however long it takes, I'm going to be making videos and I'm going to be using this knife every day. In fact, I've decided I'm going to EDC this knife. I'm going to EDC this knife, and as often as I can I'm going to use it for whatever task I've got to do, and then I'll be able to come back to you on the YouTube medium and say if this knife is really worth $140. On first impressions, absolutely it is. The comfort, the sharpness, and I'll show you the sharpness test later, the overall build, for me it's $140 knife all week long and twice on Sundays. But before I give you the complete humble Trekker thumbs up, I'm going to beat this knife to within an inch of its life. It comes with this leather sheath, which is a mixture of reindeer and cowhide. The sheath has a drainage hole and there's a plastic insert here to help it keep the form. There is a ferrule rod included, which is one of the larger 10mm type models, with a reindeer horn handle, little leather strap there to help you pull it in and out, and it fits in very tight and it won't come out. Let me just make sure that it was in from the last time I used it. So there you go, retention on it is extremely good. The sheath rides really flush to your hip. Sometimes there's a tendency with leather sheaths to bulk out a little bit here and they come out a little bit and they don't feel like very comfortable. This one just feels like it's a part of your body. It's just completely unnoticeable. Once it's on your belt there, when you're walking and swinging your arms, it's not getting in the way. It's a tight retention, but it's still easy to get in and out. Blade is hardened to Rockwell 57. It's got a sharpened spine so you can strike a ferrule rod, and it's got the traditional stick tang construction. If you've got a comment about stick tangs compared to full tang knives, please leave a comment down below. But before you start the argument, remember that this knife has been manufactured by the Sami people that have been using stick tang knives for over 1,000 years, and they use their knives as survival tools every day and have done for over 1,000 years. Let's check the factory sharpness. I actually feel a little bit stupid cutting paper with this knife because I think it's an insult to the knife to try and show its sharpness cutting a piece of paper. But anyway, we'll do it because I think it's a very good way of exemplifying on YouTube how sharp a knife is. And I'm going to give it the straight push down perpendicular cut. Now no pushing, no pulling, no slicing. We're going to go straight down, and this is factory sharpness. Oh, I don't think I even got that on camera. So there you go. As sharp as it needs to be, as sharp as could be wished for from the factory. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate everybody that comes to my channel and watches any of my videos. The people that subscribed, I thank you. The people that are considering subscribing, I thank you. Please do subscribe. I come out with a new video every week, which is about the outdoors, a gear review, something to do with survival, enjoying the great Swedish nature. And can you do me a favour? Can you get down in the comment section and tell me how I can test this knife? What are the tests that I can put this knife through that will prove its worth? A one stick fire, trap making, treating a hare. Let me know. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, get out, get real, have a great time in nature.